All right, so this is our first New York State mandated lab. New York State, the education department came up with 4 labs that we have to do for living environment. They created them, and so they also ask questions directly on the Regents exam from these labs. So that's why we have to make sure we complete them so that you can perform as best as possible. So this one is called Making Connections. And let's read through this here. So it says, discovering connections. As they make observations, scientists are always looking for patterns in the natural world. For instance, researchers have observed that pregnant women who smoke cigarettes have a higher incidence of low birth weight babies, and that people with high fat diets have a greater risk of developing heart disease. Many similar medical discoveries are a result of the patterns that can be observed when studying people and their lifestyles. Discovering and explaining connections is one of the basic methods by which our knowledge of the world advances. It is what science is all about. Sometimes the connections are not what we expect or would predict, and sometimes we may have a hard time explaining the connections. Nevertheless, that is how science makes progress. In this part of the lab activity, you will make a few observations about yourself and your classmates. Then you will look for patterns or connections. Safety. Safety is important during any laboratory activity. Although no dangerous chemicals or heat sources are used in this investigation, be sure you are careful and behave responsibly. Another concern is health. If you have health reasons for not performing the exercises called for in this activity, tell your teachers so that other arrangements can be made for you to successfully complete the investigation. If you're excused from gym class for medical reasons, for example, or if you have asthma, tell a teacher about it before beginning the lab activity. Now, this isn't really like anything major, heavy exercise. Only some of you are going to be asked to do the exercising, and it'll be like jumping jacks for a minute. Okay, so it's not anything strenuous or anything that's really going to harm you.